It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Seahawks and the Giants on Monday.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 31-yard line.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd and 7.
Now Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries for an even 100 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
On the option left, it's Jones. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick throw there is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're working with
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And Walker once more. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Seahawks sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the...
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
Running right, here's Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Steps away. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
a 53-yard attempt.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And they're going to speed things up here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith out to his left. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
21, Giants 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw again. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to throw again. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to Walker on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Walker. And he's got some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Boy, 203 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A give for Walker running right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Hand off here to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's brought down.
Ken Walker, the ball carrier. 1st and goal, Seattle.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And able to get this out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. And going right back to Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Eluding the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Dancing to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Straight ahead, Walker. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 243 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try and run, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Again, it's Barkley. And he loses the football the 2nd time. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the handoff, this is Walker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The tackle by O'Shane Zimmerman.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard taking it in. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And just shutting him off there. Oh, a good looking. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Walker to start the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked